What's going on, everyone? It's time for another slasher, horror, thriller, comedy film review. Today we're going to talk about Lantern's Lane. This is part of my countdown to Halloween, where every day every day in October, I'm going to at least post at least one review of a horror, thriller, sci-fi, or fantasy film, and probably some other stuff. Yeah, so this is part of it. So let's get going. It was released November 5th, 2021. It was directed by Justin uh Lar Leachman, something like that. I probably messed that up. Can't read my own writing. He did films like A Demon Within, No Alternative, The Escape, and Fallen Lands. So this is a slasher. It's supposed to be a slasher comedy, but yeah, we'll get into that. So a group of old friends get together at a bar, and then they decide to go to Lantern's Lane, which is a road with an abandoned house on it, and they go and they remember the times of when they hung out together, like picked on some girl and stuff like that. But then a killer shows up and tries to teach them a lesson. So this is a very predictable slasher film. This is actually a slow burn movie. This movie is very slow. Yeah, where to start? First, the killer looks pretty decent, a little cheesy looking. This is a really low budget movie, so I wasn't surprised at that. The deaths and stuff looked okay. The the music was all right. The cinematography's okay. Now, the story of this is pretty much a typical slasher film, but done in an April Fool's Day type of way, which makes it highly predictable. And oh man, it takes a while for this movie to pick up. Like, there's a lot of bickering and pointless dialogue, and it just goes on and on and on. And then once things start ramping up, they sit there and debate about it. It's just like, why does all this have to be in a movie? Like, you could just give a couple sentences, go to the next part, not have like a 10-minute conversation while they're trying to debate if they should open a door or not. Like, I don't know. The writing was pretty bad in this, and the characters were all annoying and unlikable. And for the most part, this movie was pretty boring and dull for what it was. I thought I was not into this. I thought it was pretty stale. Let's just say. Yeah, this is a pretty this is a pretty boring movie and a pretty dull one. So also, it's a lot like April Fool's Day. So if you've seen that or the really terrible remake, this one's pretty much on par with that one. Well, no, this one does have a little bit better. The acting in this also is very weird and forced. The comedy in this is very forced, and it's just like, it seemed like no one cared when they made this, I thought. I don't know. I was just not into this movie. It does have some interesting little things to it, but still not much really worth to mention or for you to go check out. But yeah, it's not that great. So I'm gonna give Lantern's Lane a 1 out of 5. It was pretty disappointing, and overall, how do you have kills and then people just like are back alive? This is so terrible. Annoying. And glad there's not very many movies like this slasher type, but still, if this sounds like something you are interested in, it is on Tubi, so link it down below so you watch it for free. But also make sure you check out my Instagram, that's linked down below. It's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. I just put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any films or film franchises in any genre and on any streaming service that I want to hear my opinions on in the future. Comment those down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully we'll find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also so you hear my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because we're going to do another horror comedy tomorrow. This Bong of the Living Dead. So make sure you tune in for that. Yeah, watch out for all those people who get picked on, turned into killers. I might have just spoiled the movie, but whatever. And yeah, till the next one. Cheers.